I guess I should really set up the replay buffer correctly on OBS so I can capture my reaction in the time, but I was killing the single black dragon up here in Gwyneth and Tyrnwyn for a task and a combat achievement, and I got a 1 kill count Visage. See, there's the combat achievement Visage. Yeah, and even more proof, 1 single black dragon. I still need 90 smithing to make this, but yeah, that's pretty funny. Let's see if I go back to back at steel dragons. So I have an idea that's dumb enough to might just work. So I don't have rune throne axes, so oh wait. Oh, yep. So I still have the item. So I'm going to save a memory right here. Now I got to make my way back to the southern part of the other hallway, so to speak, with the Dagonoths. Now hopefully this works, and I can just open this door from the reverse side. Okay, so I'm going to take the pet rock. Do the same thing, but over here. And then take the pet rock. And then run through the ranged Dagonoths. Fun fact, this whole dungeon's multi in RS3, so there's like 20 plus Dagonoths that can just jump on. Oh, yeah, see, this part's multi. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then this. Will that work? Oh, look, it worked. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I went into the water birth dungeon, braved it, and I did what should have been a quick task, killing all the DKs without leaving, which is also an elite task. And I did end up getting the Echo Orb. And Echo DKs drop basically the best in slot amulet and ring for my build and account. I might go for it. Maybe not right now. They seem to be a very difficult Echo fight. And I definitely need some more food. You can kill them off style, but you're very inaccurate doing that. So yeah, I was basically meleeing Rex and the range one. As for what to do now, the thing that sucks is that the task for killing a Walalowski, these like magic guys, didn't check off when I killed them at full health, when they had full health. And it didn't check off, and I don't know why. Maybe it's a bug, but I killed them. So, I don't know. I should honestly save this location. It's pretty good. Full health and prayer at DK's. I just need more food. And it's a pain in the ass to run back to, as you already know. But there's nothing else to do in that dungeon aside from I guess the uniques would be what I would want. The Mud Battle Staff, the Seer Call, the Berserker Ring, stuff like that. There are a bunch of tasks left in there for normal DKs, so don't take what I said to any merit, I guess, initially. Alright, so my final task for the task bonanza of sorts to unlock the third and final region for me, that being the wilderness, was filling 30 hard clue collection slots. And while we're at it, let's see what we got for vestments. I think the closest I'm at is Gothics. Let's see, I've got top, bottom, cape, crozier, stole. So I'm missing the miter, I think. Let me double check where to get this just in case I want to do that task. Medium clues. Okay. So I might do some medium clues soon, but I don't think I have too many. I could do some mediums. Get some ranger boots. But the fact remains, I can finally unlock the wilderness. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright. That's all areas unlocked that you can in a league. And it's 4,100 points until my next relic. Awesome. Now that I've done this, I'm actually curious. I was doing the giant dwarf in Fremennik because I noticed I got a hard clue that wouldn't let me teleport to Keldagrim because I guess, yeah, we can't complete Giant Dwarf. So I had a hard clue telling me that I needed to do Giant Dwarf so I could teleport to Keldagrim. But you can't do Giant Dwarf unless you pick both Fremennik and Asgarnia because you need to talk to Thurgo, hence the red berry pie in my inventory. So that's a pain, but oh well. I guess I progressed that quest for nothing, even though it's like I wasn't at the annoying part of the quest. Oh well. But yeah, I guess now I'll just keep doing more and more stuff and probably kill an Echo boss or two. Alright, that is the first Echo boss completed. Echo King Black Dragon. That's a very annoying fight. Definitely something to get used to. And it used up all my food. Definitely fish more food. But we have the choices between ranged and magic. And ranged 4 will give us a healing thing, which will help in Inferno, I guess. I don't see, I see a lot of people pick Magic 1, but I don't think I'm really ever going to use Magic. So, personally, I think I'm going to go 6-4. Yeah. But, yeah, that's the 7th Combat Mastery. 3 to go, which is 2 more Echoes, and Zuck. That is a very quick Ring of the Gods from Vedian. We kind of needed. This is our first actual ring because we didn't do DKs, but it's a ring we won't really use because of Total Recall. We can just teleport back to this place after every single kill and restore our prayer. So just entirely for the points at this point. But I just decided to come here for the 20 kill count so I can peek and see if people are actually killing Calvarion or not. It's kind of an annoying feature, but that's just part of the boss and how they designed it. And they don't really change anything from League to main game to account for that. Alright, so I have achieved the points needed to unlock the Tier 7 relic, and thus the final XP multiplier in League's Echoes. So the 3 choices are Pocket Kingdom, which is basically, well, we already have Miscellanea, being Fremennik, but Pocket Kingdom allows anybody to get access to Miscellanea, and You basically, instead of it acting as your kingdom, instead of your kingdom being claimed every day, it's every hour, at least in terms of like, yeah, gathering resources. They only take an hour to gather resources, which is something. But I already have plenty of herbs from Friendly Forager, so I don't think I'm going to take it. And then there's Grimoire, which is basically gives you access to every spell book. So I would get access to the Ancient spell book, and the Arceus spell book, and then I would also get access to Piety, Preserve, and Rigor and Augury. And the last one is essentially the farming relic. Crops never die. Um, 75% chance to save a seed. And when a seed fully grows, if your seed vault has another seed of the same type, it will harvest the patch for you and then replant the seed only while you're online in the game. Now, I don't see any mention of plants act as they're ultra composted, but I would assume they are. Um, and I think I'm going to lean towards this. My farming is kind of meh at the moment. I have been waiting to get my multiplier up all the way so I can start doing things like killing the wyverns at Fossil Island for like hardwood seeds. So I think I'm just gonna go with this one. Of course, I gotta be at a bank for this one, so I'm just gonna go to Shiloh Village real quick and claim Overgrown. Tier 7 is locked in, and I am 9,000 points shy from Tier 8, which basically are the final PVM relics. So I think I need to get working on some stuff and knock some tasks out that I've been putting off because of not having the multiplier, such as agility. And yeah, mainly herb lore, because I need to get my herb lore up to at least 69, which shouldn't take any time at all. For anti-fires, that'll let me do Echo KBD a lot easier. Yeah. Interesting drop. So we just got the Thunder Kopesh. This will be a best in slot for us. We probably want to set it to stab because KBD is weak to stab. But yeah, it's a pretty good weapon. It does like a lightning passive, even though it's called Thunder Kopesh. Maybe Lightning Kopesh would have taken up too much space letter wise. You can also use the lightning passive as a special attack. That's the effect. It's basically an AoE type of thing. You hit the monster with it, and then surrounding enemies are damaged by the lightning. Yeah. So now I just have to get the ward, which is basically if you took like an Avernic Defender, combined it with the Bladed Moon that we never got, and then added every single immunity under the sun to it, pretty much. Maybe, hopefully, it avoids stat drains because it's looking pretty gnarly over there in the top left, as you can see. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Only took me 10 kill count in total. These are 1 in 25 each for the Thousand Dragon Ward and the Thunder Kopesh. Yeah. Like I said, these are the stats of the, well, let me just unequip it to, yeah, 35 in all melee stats, 15 magic attack, and 25 ranged attack, and then a beefy defensive bonus combination, prayer of 6, melee strength of 12, And in addition, this blocks most, if not all, bad effects like poison, venom. So I can ditch the serpentine. Poison venom, I don't know if it acts as a mirror shield. I might test that out. Um, who knows? But now I would just need to get the necklace and the ring from DK's, and then the crystal armor from Hunlif with its blessing, and then I would have my full set that I would want for Corp. Oh, stay tuned. So I found a fun little quirk with Total Recall. It's not going to apply to a lot of people because a lot of people didn't pick Total Recall, but essentially, Dorgish Khan becomes, well, it's already one of the better courses with my regions, but you can cheese it by essentially doing half a lap. Normally, you have to go and take the course to the old power station to get the part that Thurgle is asking for. But see, okay, so he's asking for a meter and a lever. So I already placed a I already saved my location there. Now you can't teleport with this item, but since we place it before we get the item, we're only really doing half a lap for full XP. You get a 38k XP bonus for turning it in. The only XP we're missing out on is the nominal amount of XP you get for doing these obstacles going towards the old power station. So this is going to be our method to 99 agility, and you can actually get Marks of Grace on this course now, so it's not a bad option. Alright, looks like my last task for tier 8 was obtaining 25 million cooking XP, which brings me to the final relic choice. Now, Specialist, it doesn't really make any sense with my build. The 100% accuracy is kind of nice. The 20% cost is also kind of nice. However, I have Total Recall, and my plan is to kill Corp for the pet, and Corp exists in a non-instanced area, which means I can take advantage of Total Recall, and therefore not really need Specialist. I can use the special attack of the Khopesh 2 times, teleport back, whatever. I guess with Specialist I could do this 5 times and repeat, but I don't really see the point. Guardian, that's from last league. There's the stats of the Guardian. A min hit of 5, max of 13, and a attack speed of 4. And there's the accuracy, which accuracy is always an enigma to me in old school, personally. And then last stand. I'm pretty much set on this. I really wish... I mean, I'm just going to pick this because I'm struggling with certain PVM aspects, even on leagues. Like, I was trying Echo DKs for, like, a good hour or two, and I wasn't... I mean, I got to the final phase, like, one time, if I'm being honest. So this is basically a different version of a relic from last league that when you died, you were revived, and you just did massive damage all around you. So this one is kind of the same, except when you die, you become invulnerable for like 10 seconds. Your stats get a massive buff for those 10 seconds, or, well, a little bit more than that. And then once the 10 seconds are up, your health is basically reduced to 99. It says on the tin that it increases your health to however much damage you did. But if you don't do 99 damage, then, you know, what are you doing? So yeah, I think I'm going to go with Last Stand. I can see it being nice for learning, for sure. And even when I'm not learning, I can just purposefully die and increase my DPS. So, There is, yeah, all relics complete, and which puts me at 5 combat mastery still, and 5,000 points away from adamant rank.